Good morning, everyone. Our topic for today is Lesson 1.1 Numbers through 1 million. You will find this lesson on page 5 up to 8 from your book. Here are the learning objectives for today's lesson. You're going to read and write numbers in expanded form, with numerals or standard form, or using number names, or what we call the word form. And of course, you're going to solve real life problems with speed and accuracy. Let's answer this given question. A singer sells 46,902 copies of her album in 1 week. In 1 year, she sells 729,664 copies. Write these numbers using number names. I told you when we say number names, it means it is a word form. So let's answer the following questions. How many copies of the album were sold? So in 1 week, we have 46,092. In 1 year, we have 729,664. And what are you asked to do? You're going to write these numbers in number names. Let's analyze this student work. For Kevin's work, he wrote 46,902 and 729,664. For Olivia's work, she wrote 46 as a number and 1,000 as a word, 9 as a number, 100 as a word, and 2 as a number. The same thing in 729,664, she combined numbers and words. And as you can see, she used the word and. So if we're going to analyze this student's work, Kevin used words only and separate the periods with commas. But Olivia mixes numbers with words and does not use commas to separate periods and use the word and incorrectly. Why she used and incorrectly? Because and must be used only if the given is decimal. So if the given is, like for example, 4.2, so that is 4 and 2 tenths. Look at this place value chart. The position of a digit in a whole number tells us the value of that digit. So the place value chart breaks up a whole number into periods. So this is what we call the periods. We have ones period, we have the thousands period, we have the millions period, we have the billions period, and we have the trillions period. But on your grade level, we just focus on the ones period, thousands period, and millions period. Okay? Then each period contains 3 places. Under ones period, we have ones, tens, hundreds. Under thousands period, we have thousands, 10,000s, 100,000. Under millions period, we have millions, 10 millions, and 100 millions. What are the names of the places in thousands period? So this is the thousands period, and the names of the places are thousands or 1,000, 10,000s, and 100,000. Next, what are the names of the places in the millions period? So this is the millions period. So we have 1 million or millions, 10 millions, and 100 millions. What are some ways to write numbers to 1 million? Look at this. The graph shows the attendance at the ballpark over 1 year. Write the total attendance in expanded form and using names. Again, when we say using names, it means this is what we call the word form. Okay? So when we say place value, it is the position of a digit in a number that tells the value of the digit. Like for example, what is the place value of 9? That is in the ones place. What is the place value of 3? That is on the tens place. What is the place value of 0? That is hundreds place, and so on. So the place value chart shows periods of 3 places starting at the ones period. This is the ones period. Okay. From the right and including the thousands and millions period. Each period has 3 place values. As I said before, we have the ones, hundreds, ones, tens, and hundreds. Now, go back to the question. Each digit in 356,039 is written in each place on the chart, this one. So using this chart, we're going to write 356,039 using the different periods. Okay, now, how are we going to change this one, this number, okay, into expanded form? So what is expanded form all about? Expanded form means shows the sum of the values of each digit. So we're going to find out the value, not the place value, okay? The value of each digit in order to change it into expanded form. How are we going to do that? Now, as you can see here, this is the answer already, okay? From 356,039, this is the expanded form. Why? The first step that you're going to do is look at the first digit. The first digit is 3. And what is the place value of 3? It's in the 100,000. So what is the value of 3? By just simply multiply 3 multiplied by 100,000. So 3 multiplied by 100,000, that is equivalent to 300,000. So the first number, okay, in expanded form of 356,039 is 300,000. Again, why? Because 3 is in the 100,000. So 3 multiplied by 100,000 is 300,000. The next digit is 5. 5 is in the 10,000s place. Multiplied by 10,000 is equivalent to 50,000. Then another is 6. 6 is in the 1,000s place. So 6 multiplied by 1,000, that is equivalent to 6,000. So 0, we're not going to include because 0 has no value. So if you see 0 from the given, no need to include if you're going to change it into expanded form. So let's proceed to the next digit, which is 3. 3 is in the tens place, so it means 3 multiplied by 10. So 3 multiplied by 10 is equivalent to 30. And 9 is in the ones place, so 9 multiplied by 1 is equivalent to 9. So the expanded form now of 356,039 is 300,000 plus 50,000 plus 6,000 plus 30 plus 9. Now, how are we going to change it into a number name? So I told you before that when we say number name, it means it is a word form. So what you read is what you write. So how are you going to read this one? 356,039. So we're going to write this as 356,000, comma. Again, do not use the word and. If you see comma, just copy the comma. Okay? Then 39. So we're not going to say that 356,039. That's wrong. It should be 356,039. So this is what we call the number name or the word form. This is what we call the expanded form, and this is what we call the standard form, or what we call the numerals. Okay, let's continue. Use number names and numerals to write 900,000 plus 60,000 plus 3,000 plus 100 plus 4. So this given is what we call the expanded form. So what are we going to do for this expanded form? You're going to use number names. Number names means the word form. And we're going to use also the numerals, or what we call the standard form. So how are we going to change them both? So in order to change it into a word form and numerals, we're going to add first all of this. So 900,000 plus 60,000 is 960,000 plus 3,000, we have 963,000 plus 100, 963,100 plus 4. So that's why the answer is 963,104. So that is number names. And if we're going to write this into a numerals or standard form, it should be 963,000, 104. Okay, so again, in the number names or word form, do not use the word and, use comma. Next, what is the greatest number that has one comma when written with the numerals and with number lines, or number names rather? So the answer is, in number names, it should be 999,000, 999. And for numerals, we have 999,999. So this is the greatest number that has one comma. Okay, so let's continue. Write 7,320 in expanded form. So 7,320 in expanded. I told you, when we're going to write it into expanded form, you need to identify first the value of each digit. Like for example, this 7. 7 is in which place? Ones, tens, hundred, thousand. So it should be thousand. So we're going to multiply this into 1,000. How about 3? Ones, tens, hundreds. So we're going to multiply this into 100. How about 2? Ones, tens. So multiply by 10. And 0, since this is 0, no need to include if you're going to change it into expanded form. Okay? Now, what is 7 multiplied by 1,000? That is equivalent to 7,000. And what is 3 multiplied by 100? That is equivalent to 300. And what is 2 multiplied by 10? That is equivalent to 20. That's why the expanded form of 7,320 is 7,000 plus 300 plus 20. If you're going to add all of this, you will get 7,320 as the final answer. Next, write 55,426 using number names. Again, when we say number names, it means it is a word form. So how do you write this one? 55,426. So we're going to write it 55,000, 426. In a recent year, 284,604 fans attended the hockey playoffs in Chicago. What digit is in the thousands place? So let's count. Ones, tens, hundred, thousand. So the digit is 4. So the answer is 4. Next, write each number in expanded form. Again, expanded. When we're going to find the expanded form, we need to identify first the place in order to get the value. So 7 is in which place? Ones, tens, hundred, thousand. So multiply by 1,000. 6 must be multiplied into hundreds because ones, tens, hundred. 2 multiplied by 10, and another 2 is multiplied by 1. Why? Because 2 is in the ones place, multiplied by 1. Another 2 is in the tens place, multiplied by 10 to get the value. 6 multiplied by 100 and 7 multiplied by 1000. That's why the answer is 7 multiplied by 1000 is 7000. 6 multiplied by 100 is 600. 2 multiplied by 10 is 20, and 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. So this is the expanded form of this given number. Write each number in expanded form. Okay, so let's find out the place value. 0. So 0 is not included because no value. Okay, but 0 is in the ones place. 6 is in the tens place, so multiply by 10. Okay, 1 is in the hundreds place, multiply by 100. 4 is in the thousands place, so multiply by 1000. 9 is in the 10,000s place, so multiply by 10,000. And 2 is in the 100,000s place, so multiply by 100,000. So what is the value of each digit now? So the values are, we have 200,000 because 2 multiplied by 100,000. 9 multiplied by 10,000 is 90,000. 4 multiplied by 1,000 is 4,000. 1 multiplied by 100 is 100. 6 multiplied by 10 is 60. And 0 is not included. So the expanded form of 294,160 is this. Next, write each number in expanded form. Again, expanded form again. So this is ones, so multiply by 1. This is tens, but this is 0, so no need to include. 7 is hundreds place, so multiply by 100. And 3 is in the thousands place, so multiply by 1000. And 4 is in the 10,000s place, so we're going to multiply it by 10,000. So what is the value now of each digit? So we have 40,000 because 4 multiplied by 10,000 is 40,000. 3 multiplied by 1,000 is 3,000. 7 multiplied by 100 is 700. And 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. So that is how to change the standard form or the numerals into expanded. Let's continue. Write the number names. Again, when we say number names, it means it is a word form. So what you read is what you write. So we're going to read this as 1,000, 688. So the answer is 1,000, 688. Next, write the number names. Again, number names is a word form. So how are we going to read this one? 331,000, 872. So 331,000, 872. Next, number names again, or what we call the word form. So how are we going to read this one? 44,444. So 444,000. Then we just copy the comma. Then 444. Let's proceed to the problem solving. In 2016, the world's oldest tree was 5,066 years old. Write the number that is 100 more using number names. Again, number names means word form. But before we write the word form of this number, we need to answer first the given question. It is stated here that we're going to write the number that is 100 more. 100 more means we're going to add 100. So 5,000 plus 5,066 plus 100 is equivalent to 5,166. But we're not going to write it into standard form. We're going to write it into a number names or what we call a word form. So 5,166, so the answer is 5,000, 166. Let's proceed to the next question. Jessica wants to buy a new team jacket that costs $35. If Jessica saves $5 a week for 4 weeks and $4 a week for 3 weeks, will she have enough money to buy the team jacket? So, if this is the jacket costs $35, okay? And let's find out how much is the savings. Okay, she saves $5 a week for 4 weeks. So $5 a week for 4 weeks. So 5 multiplied by 4, that is equivalent to $20. And $4 a week for 3 weeks. $4 a week for how many weeks? 3 weeks. So that is equivalent to $12. So if we're going to add the total savings of Jessica, there are $32 only. But she needs $35 to buy the jacket. Now, let's go back to the question. Will she have enough money to buy the team jacket? Of course, no. Why? Because Jessica will only have $32 savings, okay? And she needs $35 in order to buy the new team jacket. Okay, so let's proceed to the next one. Wallace writes the number 72,204 in a place value chart. What are the places that will be filled on the chart? It means you just simply identify the place value of each. Okay, so the place value of each given number, we have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, we have the thousands, and we have the 10,000. So these are the places that Wallace will be filled on the chart. Okay. Next, Krista wrote 6014 in expanded form. What are the values Krista wrote? So, how are we going to write 6014 into expanded form? I told you when we're going to find expanded form, we just simply find out the value of each digit except 0. So what is the place of 4 that is multiplied by 1 because it's in the ones place? 1 is in the tens place, so multiply by 10. 0 is not included because no value. And 6 is in the thousands place, so multiply by 1,000. So 6 multiplied by 1,000 is equivalent to 6,000. 1 multiplied by 10 is 10. And 4 multiplied by 1 is 4. That's why this is the expanded form of 6014. So that's it. Thank you so much and have a nice day.